asked America for your biggest complaint, and energy topped the list. Now, there's one thing that you're missing, and it alone may explain why you're exhausted all the time. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's all about this. Magnesium. Magnesium. Look at that carefully. Now, you may not think it's a big deal, but it is. There are over 300 chemical reactions in your body that are dependent on magnesium. And you know what? When it's not working, because you don't have enough in your body becomes like sludge. Those reactions don't help get the energy you need into the right places. In fact, you don't even make the energy. 3 out of 4 of you watching right now across this great country are not getting the amount of magnesium that you need. And you are magnesium deficient.
Okay.
I'll come back to why that's so in a second. Now, I got to say, that number surprised me. Imagine 3 out of 4 of us are deficient. It also surprised world expert researchers looking at this topic as well. None of us had any idea it was such a big problem. And having low energy levels is perhaps the strongest indication that you don't have adequate magnesium levels. Having lots of stress, having the inability to get the things done in your life, not having the pep that you had with your grandkids anymore, not being able to keep up with the anxiety that you had before the kids, but just gets worse. It all just adds up, including the road rage on this other state. All right, but let's look at some other signs of magnesium deficiency. I'm just curious if you can find yourself in these signs. All right, the first one is irritability.
Yeah, that would be me.
Second big sign of magnesium deficiency is anxiety.
Okay, yes.
I mean, can you imagine having a simple thing like that causing so much of the headaches that you're having in life? And the third is lethargy. Just to get up and go, Kathy.
Yes.
You tried a lot of things, but unfortunately, at the end of it all, sometimes you've got some fundamental things that we overlook. So let me ask you a question now. When you get anxious, tell me what happens in your body. What does it feel like?
My heart starts to pound, my hands get clammy, I feel like I can't put a thought together, everything's going so fast for me.
Pitter patter, pitter patter.
Yes.
Let's take a step over here. I've got a cool little demonstration that might explain why that could be magnesium deficiency. Now, part of the reason magnesium is so important for energy is that if you don't have enough, your body can't breathe.
Okay.
It can't process stuff. So help me with this if you don't mind, Julie. Unscrew that. Now, your body naturally, all day long, is using up its magnesium. It has got to use it for all kinds of processes. You pee it out, you use it in chemical reactions that I talked about earlier. When that happens, you move from the green area into the red area. And anxiety is one of those signs again. Imagine this, the magnesium goes so low that you no longer have what you need in your body. Your body tries to throw it, but it can't keep up. When it gets to a certain layer, something bad happens. You get into a danger spot because your heart can't keep up. Now, your heart normally only has to beat at a certain pace. When your level drops too low, it's got to go fast like this. Pitter-patter, 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 and bam! You're back on that hamster wheel we talked about earlier, and of course, you'll feel that in your body. Your body's crying to you for help, but we've not been able until today to listen and hear what it was really trying to tell us, to interpret what that sign meant to us. Studies actually have shown that when you don't have adequate magnesium levels, even a little bit of activity, like running after your kids, will get your heart to pump faster, and because of that, your body is struggling to get more blood into it.
Yes, that's how I feel. I feel like I can't catch my breath or anything. I get very anxious.
So I want you to remember this. Now, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Well, obviously, to get your energy going, you need some magnesium. So go ahead and pour that in there. As you pour magnesium back into your body, and this N is your body, you will rebuild those stores, take yourself out of the red zone of depletion where most of us live today, and into that robust area of greenness where we don't feel the signs of the anxiety or the lethargy or the irritability. Now, there's a point I got to make here. It's really important. To do this, you've got to do it consistently during the day. So, Kathy, you said you've done just about everything. And you certainly listed off a cascade of events. Do you take a multivitamin as part of your routine?
I do. I take a multivitamin. I've not checked the magnesium level, but I take one.
Very smart of you to say that, because this is really cool once you understand it. It turns out you can't take magnesium once a day. And most multivitamins aren't going to have a lot of it in there anyway, because it makes the pill too large to put magnesium in there. So you have to take magnesium in food. It is the best way to maintain your reservoirs, because you eat food all day long, right? Most of us. But you got to eat the right. We're back talking about your energy and why magnesium is so important for maintaining it. Now, before we get started, let me ask all 3 of you, Julianne and Kathy, you eat 3 balanced meals a day?
No.
No. Why not? Why don't you?
I don't have a second to spare getting the 3 of them ready. There's no way.
Same thing, I just don't make time because I'm so busy.
I'm in the house alone. I don't need to cook 3 times a day anymore.
That's right. The kids are gone. That's right.
My house and cook.
Right.
All right. It's important your diet contains the proper amount of magnesium. So to get your daily amount of magnesium, all you've got to do is use my magnesium must-have grocery list. So I want you to eat 5 servings, any 5 servings, of these magnesium-rich foods throughout the day to get the daily magnesium that you need. I'll go through it real quick. A half a cup of spinach, a half a cup of quinoa, a cup of brown rice, a cup of black beans, kidney beans, lentils, raisin bran, shredded wheat, oatmeal. 2 slices of bread will get you there if they're whole wheat, or 2 bananas. So I want you each to pick the foods that you love the most. Right? And as you do that, let me give a couple tips to everybody. Go ahead and pick what you want. You don't want to eat them all in one meal. That's really critical because, again, you won't have it in the rest of the day. You can get just one food 5 times a day if you really want to do it that way, or you can get 5 different foods, but you got to spread it out across the day to do it right. Right? So you've all chosen what you love? Mm-hmm. You've only chosen 2 foods.
Yeah.
So you can eat these all day long.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
All day long.
That's fine. That's fine. We can all do that. One thing I want to point out, is again, if you can diversify, it might make life more fun. But 2 foods are fine. You can just spread them up during the day. I notice here, and you don't have a breakfast food.
No.
Okay. One little tip again: when you pick your magnesium foods, at least get 1 food that could be breakfast.
Okay.
And then get started in the right direction. And then Kathy did a great job there. It's all easy to spread out. You got to take these for a week. It's my only request of you. Do this for a week. It takes a week to rebuild your energy stores, to recharge those chemical systems that have shut down, those 300 systems dependent on your magnesium. If you do that, then you'll be able to go where you need to go. So I've got gifts for you, because I can't do it all. I won't be there with you all the time, but I don't want you to mess this up. So I'm going to be with you in spirit. Okay, here we go. Next time you're driving along on the southern states, and you get angry in the car, right? I'm going to have these little pictures of me. You're going to attach these to your rearview mirror as a reminder to take your magnesium.
Yes.
Right? And keep you calm. And the next time you feel anxious with the kids, I've got 4 of them as a dad. Now, my kids have been horrified by this. And this is a reminder to take your magnesium. And finally, Kathy, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, you'll be with me.